Hello, my name is Jennifer Barrios. Welcome to the True to You podcast. It's been a minute since I've been speaking to everyone, but I wanted to come on. I'll give you a little life update and then I'll get into the actual meat of the podcast. So, life update, if you can see, I'm in a different location. I recently moved to Arizona for med school a week or so ago. So, we're in Arizona, we're in our new apartment. It's beautiful. Another life update, we got engaged, um, which is super exciting. But just wanted to give you a quick update. But the episode that we're going to be talking about today is, are you even feeling your emotions? And I had chosen a different topic before. I was planning for about 3 or 4 days the podcast for a different topic, and I had it like planned out specifically. But I woke up this morning and I was sleeping last night and I couldn't go to bed because I was told by God to present a different message. And it's been a message that I've been struggling with on my own. And that's why I said, are you even feeling your emotions? And I haven't posted a podcast in a few months now. And I knew that once I got settled into Arizona and I had more time, more space to be creative, I would be able to come on here once again. And this message is my first message and most important message, I think, in my life right now because, and I'm going to be open, honest, and completely raw with everyone. Um, I had cut out 6 months ago, I cut out alcohol, and then I had also cut out any like fornication. And um, I think this is the longest I've been without either. And I lean more into God and understanding the Word of God. And I think that this really helped me to understand who I am as a person. Because, as I said before, are you even feeling your emotions? Um, I know that for a lot of my life, especially as an older individual, obviously underage, I wasn't doing any of this stuff. But once I was of age and I was able to, experience these things, I would use both things as a band aid for my emotions. And I wasn't really truly feeling my emotions, my traumas in my past that I've gone through. And I mean, even with alcohol, it's a depressant, it's a downer. And, when I would drink, I would be having my past traumas come up and I would just be getting depressed and I would just be hating myself and all of these things. And with the fornication, if you didn't watch my first episode, it talks about the experience that I had with being sexually assaulted. Being sexually assaulted, I didn't realize until now that fornication and being so active in that manner was something from that stems from trauma of sexual assault. And I would have never realized this until I cut these two things out of my life and turned to God because I didn't understand any of this, to be honest with you, until now because I just didn't want to be honest. I just didn't want to lean into anything. I just didn't want to do anything about it. I just wanted to disappear. I wanted to run away. And to be completely blunt, I have been struggling the past 6 months with actually feeling my emotions, actually trying to understand my traumas, trying to understand my triggers, trying to understand why I feel the way I feel because I said to somebody, I said, it's like I felt my emotions times 10 that I've never felt before. I thought that before I was an emotional human being, but now I'm so much more emotional because I allow myself to actually feel it and understand it. Like I had found out in therapy when they talked to us about how we need to understand why we're getting triggered, why the trigger is happening, how we can switch from feeling triggered for these specific emotions. And with a lot of the traumas that I went through, I didn't understand. And even with my therapist, and she told me about that, I didn't understand until now. And I thank my therapist for helping me, but I also appreciate myself for quitting these two things and understanding that that's what was bringing me down, honestly. as a person, and I know that I'm gaining the strength and gaining the faith and also finding God to be the person that I actually want to be, because I never want to go back to the old version of myself, the one that was anxious, depressed, struggling, hating herself, had a whole bunch of thoughts about self-harm. And don't get me wrong, like, this is not an easy path. Like, it's up and down for me, and sometimes I do feel these ways. I don't feel these ways as much as I used to, but I do have feelings in this manner. And I'm going to be honest, the other day I had them, and I just have to sit there and realize that it's a feeling. Like, you're feeling this way for a reason. And if you can understand why you're feeling this way, and you can find a way to work with it instead of work against it, then it's really going to help you. And I know for myself, not drinking anymore, and I know it's like this really huge social norm, not drinking anymore is really hard, especially when something big happens or something stressful happens or I get sad or any of the things. I would just run to alcohol, to be honest with you. And side note is that my episode that I was going to film was about quitting alcohol, but God talked to me and told me to do this. But anyways, back on track with quitting alcohol and feeling specific ways and wanting to cope with alcohol, for me has been really hard. And I've been trying to find other ways to cope with it, like reading the Bible, meditating, trying to exercise more, cooking, cleaning, other things that are healthier for myself. And it's really been helping me. And just overall, just talking about my feelings and talking about my emotions. Because when I suppress things and I hold things in and then it explodes, it's not good for me, and it's not good for anyone, to be honest with you. But to be, I think this past 6 months have been so rough, but have been so eye-opening. And if you're watching this or you're listening to this and you can connect with anything I said, or you need help with understanding how to break past these points that or things that you're struggling with, please feel free to reach out to me, because I didn't do it alone. I did it with God and some help from my friends and family. And if you have nobody to help you, or you're not sure about how to talk to God, please reach out. I'm here to help. I want to help. I know how hard it is. I've been through the struggle. I'm still struggling. Even though some days are good, I still struggle. And I want to be raw and real with everyone, because this is me. This is my life. I am Jennifer Barrios. I am my trauma. I'm not my trauma, but I have my trauma. I am a good person. I am happy. I am sad. I am all of the things that you can think of that are good and bad in certain days. And I just want to be open and honest with everyone, because I want to help with my experiences that I have gone through. Because this podcast, it is about health, it is about fitness, it is about wellness, all that. But I also added mental health, because mental health is a huge thing for me, obviously, with everything that I have been through, and trying to understand myself and understand my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit, and trying to heal and trying to understand that healing isn't it's not like a straight line, and it's cyclical, or like a graph. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share with you all my cutting out for 6 months so far, and soon to be forever, of alcohol, and then fornication to a specific extent, obviously. But as of right now, I'm happy that I've made both decisions and connecting closer to God. And if you guys could share, like, follow my podcast, I would be more than happy. And if you have any ideas about what you want to hear about, like I said, I talk about fitness, health, nutrition, all of the fun stuff. But I will pray to God and talk to Him about my next episode. But stay tuned for that, and I will see you soon.